Hey guys, my name is Jennifer and I am Genevieve Designs. Today we're going to continue on with this first flap. You could, if you wanted to, you could leave yours just like this. This was the last video we did. I will link this exact video up here and in the description box if you want to check it out. You could leave your fin, this first side of your fin, exactly like this. You do not have to continue on and add all of the things that I'm getting ready to add. I'm going to do another addition to this part, to this, what do we want to call this? Like this section, this, I will think of a word. I can't think of the word right now, but we're going to add on to this. We're going to continue and we're going to add on to this section. We're going to add some more flips and pockets and inserts and things. So we are working in the Basically Amazing Foundations printable scrapbook templates, and we are using the Prima Pretty Mosaic paper collection. That is what we are using for this whole project. This is the A-sized album. It is the largest in the set of templates. The templates are available in my Etsy shop, link down below. There's also a playlist here on my YouTube channel specifically for this album. I will link it up here and in the description box. And it'll start from the intro to the templates and move its way through. It'll be a step-by-step, page-by-page, inch-by-inch guide to this album. Again, we've got this far, so we're going to be adding on to this. So we still got this little side pocket. Whoops. If I can get it open right here, we've got the side pocket insert. We haven't made the insert for this yet, but I actually have a really good idea for that. But we're not going to do that in this video, but we are going to add on to this side pocket. And I also am going to try, like I said in the last video, I'm going to try to put list the pages that I printed out for that video, whether or not it was a plain or whether or not it was the light wood background or the small stripes background. I'm going to try to do that, the main base pages. I do show you in the beginning of every video, but I'm going to try to list it in the description box as best I can. It's not going to be super detailed, but it'll be all the main base pages. I'm not going to list the mats that we print out and stuff like that. So it's been a couple days since I filmed. I've had my granddaughter past couple days, so I'm trying to get myself back into the mojo here. Okay, so I've already got things printed out and prepped and ready to go. So let's just start there. Let's just get what we need out of the set of templates. So this is my workbook. You do not get a physical item when you purchase the templates. You do get a full set of the background design that you choose. You get a full set of the plain templates, and you get a full guide with the information on the templates. So the plain templates kind of look, well, they don't look like this. They don't have anything on them. They don't have anything on them except for the distressed edges, and then the guide has all the information. So I make my workbooks out of the guide templates. Okay, so the first thing you're going to need, if you're following along with me, is I printed 2 of page 8B out onto white cardstock. I printed the small stripe background design on one side. The other side is plain. So they look like this. They both are exactly the same. So I cut all our 3 sides off and left one long side. Left one long tab. I inked up both sides. I scored it and I put tape on the small stripe side. So easy, easy. So you're going to need 2 of those. And then the next thing you're going to need is page 15B. That's this page right here. It's an actual square. So it's equal on all sides. So what I did was I cut the bottom off and I did this. So I made a pocket. So I have scored it, inked it up, and put tape on all 3 tabs. So we're going to be using this as a pocket. And then I'm going to put this in my scraps to use. And this is on plain, just the plain white cardstock. I use 80-pound hard cardstock. It's linked in the Amazon list specifically for this project. I'll have that down below. And then the last thing we're going to need is page 17BD. Oops, sorry about that. 17BD. And I'm pretty sure I cut it like this. Yeah, there was the extra strip. I'm keeping this because I might stamp some sentiments on there and use the extra bit as well. So what I did with these is I left one long tab for each one of them and then cut the other 3 off. So this is going to be a flap. So I inked it on both sides. I scored it, inked it on both sides, and put tape on one side. Just like that. So you just need one of these. So there's 2 flips or flaps or pockets or whatever you want them to be on that page. Okay, so we're going to take one of these and we're going to turn it to where, no wait, did I do something wrong? Wait a minute. Did I put the tape on the wrong side? Okay, let's see. Hang on. Hang tight. I did. I put the tape on the wrong side. Shoot. I need the tape to be on this side. Yep, so no matter what I do, no matter how this one's fine. Okay, so we do not want the tape on this side. Let's see if we can get this off of here. So on one of them, you do want the tape on the small stripe. On the other one, you don't. I might be able to get this off. Took off a little bit of paper, but look, I got it off. Okay, so now we're gonna add the tape on the other side. Oopsie doopsie. All right. So that was 3/8 inch score tape. And I'm going to ink that edge up just ever so slightly. I don't know what I was thinking. I'm probably doing it the exact opposite way I was thinking I was going to do it is probably what happened. Because I planned this out literally, I think it was even 3 days ago. And so much has happened in the past couple days. Nothing bad, just I've just been super busy. Alright, now let's check it and see if it'll fit in there. Because we might have to trim down those little tabs just ever so slightly. Yeah, we're going to trim them just a little bit more. Okay. I'm actually going to leave it like that, and I am going to lift up the tape on one of these. Actually, no, let's do it like this. I'm going to just lift up the tape on one of these corners because I think what I'm going to do is, because I'm going to need a little bit extra room to get around that bulk. So I might sit this in here like this. Yeah. And then press that down to hold. And then pull the rest of the, and then pull the rest of this tape off. Yeah, it just, there's a little bit, it's a little bit bulkier on that edge over there, so I just wanted to make sure I could get around that flap, this bulkiness. Okay, so we got that attached in the side pocket. We just put it in there. We just put it inside there, and you see how much it's come out from the edge there, and that's okay. That's not going to matter because there's going to be an insert there. So we got that. Now this one, we are going to attach this one down to this back side here like this. And again, I think I'm going to take just a little bit off. Oops. So, I think I'm going to have to do this. I probably should have done this first, but let's flip it this way, and we'll do it like this. I'm going to take that tape backing off. I'm going to use a little bit of glue stick. Whoa, sorry about that. Use a little bit of glue stick to give me some wiggle room. And I'm going to flip it around because I do not want to go over that score. I want it to be able to flip or fold. All right, perfect. So that's what we did. We just added it to there. Let's ink those edges up. Just that little bitty bit there. So then this, so then this folds like this. So now I'm going to open this all the way up like this because I'm going to build on this part here, and it is just easier if it's flat. So this is the pocket. This is 15B. I've inked up that little bit of an edge just in case you can see it. And I'm going to flip these tabs over, and they're already taped. I'm going to burnish them down just a little bit. Burnish that, and then I'm going to take this bottom tape backing off, and I'm going to put it at the bottom of this, match it up to the bottom of this page here, right? And then we'll do the two side tabs. So this is forming a pocket. Careful not to go over that score there. Alright, that's simple and easy. It is a cute little pocket. Okay, so then the last two pieces, the 17 BDs, one of them is going to go here, like this, and one of them is going to go, I guess it doesn't have to go in the pocket, it could go on the outside, there like that. Probably looks a little smoother if it goes inside the pocket, so we'll do that. We'll put one inside the pocket, the flap. I'm going to trim that just a little bit more so it'll go in there a little bit better. Let's close it so I got room. Take the backing off here. A little bit of glue stick. We're going to wiggle that into place. Don't go past your score. Perfect. Burnish that down a little bit. Oh, I'm feeling magnets. I'm like, what am I feeling back here? All right. And then this one is going to flip down. So let's burnish that. Take the backing off. A little bit of glue stick for wiggle room. Well, stop that. All right, we're going to put this down at the bottom here. All right. So it flips down. This flips down. This is a pocket. This flips open. And this flips this way. All right. So next up, we're going to do some magnets. So I've got my magnet tray. I think that we could, oh, also they're down below in the description box. I have several resources for magnets, and I also have several resources for these discs. The 10 roof tile or 10 roof discs thingies are in my Amazon list, and then these are separate. I have a whole section down there in the description box where there's different links to different discs and magnets. And what's really good about them is they're like magnet savers. So they just kind of save you from having to use a magnet, an actual magnet every time. It's a lot cheaper to buy one of these little discs. I bought a whole bunch of them, a whole different, you know, a whole bunch of different sizes and whatnot. So I'm just going to use what I have just because I have them. That does not mean you have to. It does not mean you have to use them. But I think I am going to attach one of these onto this page here to keep this closed. This one looks like it's actually kind of bent. Oh, I did not help myself there. Let's see if we can find one that's not so bent looking. That one kind of looks bent too. Let's see. I probably don't need the giant one, but I'm going to use it anyway because I can, because I wanna. I'm going to put just a little bit. This is 1/4 inch score tape. Just going to put a little bit on the back side there because this is going to be a matted complete, whoop, wrong thing, wrong tool. This is going to be matted completely, so I'm not worried about being able to see it. Okay, let's close this. Oh, it's almost, maybe I should put it on that one. No, it's fine. Okay. Now see, is that going to be a problem then? Is that going to lift that up? Well, let's see. I'm going to put a mat here and probably a photo mat. So let's do a couple layers and see what happens. I don't want it doing that. Actually, I'll just use, because I know what mat's going to be there, so I'm just going to use 2 thicknesses there. Maybe not. Not once it's got its mat there. Okay. Alright. We are good to go. And I'm going to take another piece of tape and just tape that down like that. Alright. So we got that. And then we're going to need to keep these closed and this closed. We don't have to, but I want to. I think we'll start on the front here, and I think we'll put a magnet. Oh, I need to get some more magnets. We'll put a magnet here. I'm pretty sure it does not interfere with anything. It's not going to attach to anything. Okay. So we'll just start here. We'll put a magnet here, and I'm just going to tape it down. And we'll put a disc here. Oh, maybe not a big one. Ha! We'll do a smaller disc. Let's do a smaller one, not this one. Whoops. Let's attach that like this. So if you didn't want to use magnet, you could definitely do other things. You could use the Velcro. You could use closures, what am I trying to say? Like swing closures, things like that. There's all different types of options that you can use out there. It does not have to just be magnets, but I like them. So, okay, we got that. Okay. And then if we open this up, we can put a magnet and a disc over here to kind of keep this closed. Because we're going to put 2 photo mats here. so we don't have to worry about it being on there. Well, and then a disc, and I think we'll be good to go. I think that'll be it. Let me make sure, because we're going to be using a 4x6 photo mat. Yep, I just wanted to make sure that I was covering it. And then let's put a little bit of tape. Okay. Alright, so I think everything will hold. The only one that I'm nervous about is this one here. So we'll have to see. So let's start here. Let's start right here with this side and see what happens. Alright, so I went through and picked out, where's the other piece of that? Picked out one of the pastel, from the pastel neutral. I picked out one of these pages and I traced the mat for 8B onto this paper. And this is just on regular copy paper, nothing heavy. And I thought that would just look super good next to that tile paper. You see how pretty cool that looks? I don't know if you really can see as good as I can, because it's a really soft, neutral vintage background. So I thought we could just do this and then have a 5x7 photo mat right there from the add-on photo mats, and it's page 1AC, except this one I did put on cardstock. Because some of them I've been putting on just flimsy regular copy paper, and some of them I'm putting them on cardstock. So we're going to use the cardstock one because of that magnet. Maybe it won't pull that closure piece up. No, it comes apart now. Okay, perfect. But anyway, so these are the leftover pieces. So I'm going to put the smaller piece in my crafty tray with all the other smaller pieces, and the larger piece I'm going to put with the larger cutoffs from other things. So just so I have it, because these won't fit in the crafty tray, they're too long. So I thought this is what we would do here, and I really like it. And this is just stamped with the 5x7 with the number stamps. And then maybe we can come back and do a little bit more embellishing down here. Okay, that's what I'm thinking. So let's go ahead and add the background paper. If you don't have these vintage collage papers, then you can use your own personal ephemera, or you could use coffee stained paper. You could use parchment paper. Let's see, what else could you use? You don't have to have all these different components. You could use you could print off the background design mat and use that instead. So whether it's the, let me show you before I put that down. I'll just show you. I tried to, ahead of time, print off one of each mat so that I could see what, oh, I better put it down before I put the tape. I mean, I better put the mat down before I show you. Where's the other one at? Oh, there. This way, it helps me plan my pages a little bit better when I can physically see what they look like. So what I should have done probably is print my workbook in the background designs. The mats should have been in the background designs so that I could easily use that instead of having to print it off. But anyway, you could print off the mat in the small stripe if you didn't have these vintage collage, and that looks really good. You could have done the light wood. Right? See, any of these options are perfectly fine. So you don't have to have all the extras, but I just wanted some variety. So that's why I've got the neutral vintage collage background designs included in the things that we're going to be using. I just think it looks really, really cool. Alright, so then we're going to take this 5x7 photo mat and I think we're going to attach it down up here. We could touch it down here, but I kind of like it looking like a faux inset picture, sort of inset situation. Alright, I'm just going to take the tape runner tape, the ATG Scotch ATG gun, ATG Advanced Tape Glider. Just going to use that. You can use whatever glue you want, whatever you have. Whoop. Got a little, it just fell out of my hands. Okay, so then that looks fantastic. I love the script down here. I just think it looks so good. All right, let's see. Okay, that makes me feel better. It's not pulling this off. So I really like that. I really like that. Okay. All right, so let's move on to this side here. I did another vintage background. I picked out another page for this one, except this one is from the pastel pink vintage collage. And I traced the mat for page 8B on here, and then here's the other pieces that are left. See, I didn't trace it all the way down. You can kind of see where my pencil line stopped. I don't know, can you see that? You can kind of see where it stopped there, because I knew I didn't need the whole thing because I was matting behind a pocket. You can, of course. So this I think is going to go here, like that. And then I'm going to put these two pieces up. I think this one will fit in my crafty tray. It will. So I've got that idea, and then I printed off page 64B in the light wood. So this is the mat for 17BD, and I think I'm going to mat this front piece here with one of these. That's what I'm thinking. So I'm going to go ahead and trim these, or I'm going to trim one out. I might leave this other one attached. No, I'll trim them both out, and then I'll be right back. Alright, I got those cut out. I didn't ink it up though. And I wrote on the back side what they were for, because I'm just going to use one. I'm just going to go ahead and take that edge off, that white edge off of here. So when you trim the paper out, or this is cardstock, so when you trim the cardstock out, there's a little bit of a white edge all the way around. So I'm just trying to get rid of that. So I was thinking this, put that there. Okay, okay, so then this page here, before we go any further, this page right here, 15B, in the add-on photo mats, there is a specific page, let's see, 21B, whoops, what's this? This extra? What do I got here? I haven't a clue. Why is this here? 21B, this page was designed to fit perfectly on page 15B. Okay, so I printed this page 21B onto plain white copy paper. I cut it out and it looks like this. See, it's just plain white copy paper, right? So the other piece to that is right here. Get my little photo corner. There's the other piece. So that was on the bottom, right? So I took those fancy photo corners that we foiled. I have a video where I showed you how I did that. I will link it up here and down below in the description box. We took those fancy corners and foiled them, right? And then I added, this is one of the journaling cards from the paper collection. So my thought is, we got this, we got this. My thought is this could go right here on the front there. Now if you didn't have the add-on photo mats, there's a mat for this page, and it is on page 64BD. I already knew that. It's on page 64BD that you can literally trace out in the black cardstock and then put the journaling card on top of the black cardstock. But since I happened to print that other piece out and I had this piece, I thought this was perfect. So we're going to stick that there. So that's kind of what we got going on this part here. So So I'm gonna go ahead and glue it all down. Let's just do it. I'm gonna take my ATG. Oh, and then this piece. I'm gonna use liquid glue, I think. I'm gonna use Fabri-Tac because you can't see it. Since this is regular copy paper, you won't be able to see the Fabri-Tac through that paper, but you will be able to see like white glues if you use too much. So I'm just going to go along this little edge here. This is Fabri-Tac by Beacon. Pretty sure if you have Fabri-Fix, it's pretty much the same thing. Not sure why they are marketed different, but Fabri-Tac by Beacon. It's one of my favorite go-tos. And I'm just going to slide this in here without making a big glue mess. Okay. I know that. Look how cool that looks. Okay, we got that. And then in the inside here, I was going to do a 4x6 photo mat, 4x6 photo mat, and I might already have those printed. No, I have one printed. I only have one ready, and I was going to use cardstock because of that magnet. So this one's on cardstock. So I need to get another one that's, I guess it doesn't have to be on cardstock. So I wonder what a paper one would look like with that magnet there. I mean, you'll be able to see the magnet. But does that matter to anyone? I don't think it does. Maybe we won't. Maybe we'll just use not the cardstock one, but the paper ones. This is just copy paper, and I don't think, you guys, let's just do it. Let's just quit him-hawing about it and do it. So these are the add-on photo mats, and if you're going to be able to see that magnet a little bit, but since the whole point is to put a, whoa, well, Jennifer, you got to put tape on it first. The whole point is to be able to cut back on the thickness and add a photo on top of this add-on photo mat. So let's see if it looks terrible and what we think about it. I'm thinking it's not going to matter. I think I got that on there super crooked. I mean, you can see it, but does it matter? I don't think it matters. I need to fix that 4x6. All right, let's go ahead and add this bottom one as well. All right, so then the last thing we need to talk about is this one here. And I think I'm going to use this. This is from the 6x6 paper pad. I pulled out one of each, and I was thinking about putting it here. But now I'm just trying to decide if I should use the photo corners or not. Because there's already photo corners, obviously, there. But we don't have to. We can just chomp the corners and attach it down. I think we'll do that. So I'm going to get this one. This is the angle, We Are Memory Keepers angle corner chomper. And I'm going to just chomp all four corners. Isn't this paper pretty? I love it. So then we should just be able to lay it on here, and it should fit perfectly and look like it has photo corners. All right, let's into that. I'm going to use my Fabri-Tac to attach this down because I want a little bit of wiggle room so I can position it exactly where I want it. The backside's really pretty too, but I really like this. I like that hoe. It's like a whole framed It's the perfect 6x6 paper for this page. So this page that, you know, that 15B was designed for the 6x6 paper pads. So it's designed so that you can mat the page and use the 6x6 paper pads on top of that. So do a little wiggle wiggle. See, the Fabri-Tac's really good because it grabs, but then it gives you wiggle room. So I'm always in need of a little wiggle room. So I can move it to exactly where I want it. Yeah. Got a little too much glue here. Perfectly fine. Looks good. So then I should just be able to add it right here, and I think it's a really nice layout. And then I think I can just use my ATG. So you could put journaling on this 6x6 cardstock. You could add a photo. You could add anything that you want. It'd be great for journaling. I think that's the perfect spot for journaling, really. You could also put a whole photograph, you know, a 6x6 photograph. Oops, I didn't ink those edges. Right, that looks super fantastic. Okay, so we got that, we got that. Now for here, for the insert, here's what I did. We've done this before. This is the add-on photo mats. This is the 5x7. This is the first page, page 1A, I think. 1AC. It's this page right here. I printed it out. I cut around all the edges. Well, no, I printed it out. I didn't cut yet. I printed it out. And then on the back side, I printed one of the green pastel vintage collage papers. And then I put 4 3x4 photo mats. So that is on page, sorry about that, I just had a little coughing fit. So the 3x4 photo mats is on page 13D. So I printed those onto regular paper because you can kind of see through. You see through the paper there? And then I stamped them, cut them out, and placed them on front and back. Because then I cut out around the edge of this page. I inked the center with black, right? Inked all the edges a little bit with black, and then scored it and made a little booklet. So we did that. We've done that before. We did that, I think, in the last series. So I thought this would be the perfect little insert for inside there. It's just a simple little thing, and we can come back and add more things. So we're just doing like the basic right now. The basic. So then inside of here, I think we're gonna just do 4x6 photo mats. All right, I have them all cut out, and I'm gonna stamp them really fast. I was just sitting there playing and thinking, oh, you know what? Did I fix it already, or do I need to fix it? I was just sitting there messing around with some different little ideas that I could do. Something, let's see, what is it? I cannot tell. Let me grab something else I can stamp on. I don't know what's got so crooked. Oh, that looks better. I guess. Maybe my eyes are just playing tricks on me. But anyway, so I was playing around with some different things that we could do because I wanted to kind of keep this in between here flatter, not very bulky, so you can add your photos on top of these, you know, copy papers, just in case you guys haven't been around a while. This one is the numbers are from the Stampers Anonymous Warn Text. That's where the numbers and the X came from. So I had an idea, and I did a quick little experiment, and the last album I did taught me so much. gave me so many ideas that I need to continue to utilize the paper collections as best as you possibly can. So first thing, let's go ahead and add these down. I'm going to remove the tape backing off of this right there. And I'm going to tape all 4 of these down really quick. And then I'll show you my idea. They are all stuck down. I'm fighting a piece of tape over here on my tripod. It's just gonna not, it just doesn't want to stay stuck. All right, all 4 of these are stuck down. So in the last album, I took the fussy cutting, right? So here's what I did. Here's one of the sheets from the paper collection. It's really pretty. It's got these, it's an overall pattern of these bees and florals. And on the back, it looks like this. So I cut one of those rows of florals off, right? And then I fussy cut the one out. So this one went here. And then I foiled the edges, just like we did with the, with this. I foiled the edges, right? Is that not the cutest? Okay, there we go. So I thought this might be cute to put in between, but not just that, but to take this and cut these out and have them on there, and that way you have a place to put your date, or however we want to put this, however we want to situate it. So I wanted to do one for each side. So I am going to do that. I'm going to cut this part. I'm going to save this because I can obviously do some fussy cutting over here. So I'm going to cut these out, or cut this out just really quick. These are Cutter Bee scissors. The easiest way to do the fussy cutting is, I know it doesn't look like, I'm not making it look very easy right now, is turn your paper and not your scissors, and just squeeze down on your scissors as you go. Whoa, got a little excited there, got a little off. This way you can add a little bit of something, something. Oh, you okay, Sophie? On these flatter pages, you can make it really pop and look fantastic really easily. Okay, so then I did ink the edges a little bit. Well, Sophie, you okay, baby? She got choked up on something. Okay. So I'm going to grab the, this is the mat. It's just a craft mat. And this is the foil. This is the rose gold foil. And I'm going to take my glue stick and I'm just going to act like I'm inking the edges. One thing I've noticed, it won't be perfect. It's not going to be a perfect coverage of foil, but I like that. That's something I like about this technique. So you can see where I used it there. And I like that it's not perfect. It just looks nice. So I'm just going to burnish that on and then pull it away. And then if there's some spots that I'm like, this needs a little more, then I'll just add a little more glue. And I'll stick the foil down and I'll burnish. Whoops, I didn't get it. Let's try that again. There we go. Let's see, I feel like this end needs a little bit of foil. So now we've got another little foiled piece, right? And then I'm going to cut this strip out. Oh, let me get some bigger scissors. Right, so then one could be under here. Great spot for a date. One could be under here. Right, what do we think? I think it looks really cool. Let's see. I'm going to ink these two little strips up. Just the edges, the white, or if I got off, you won't be able to see. So I think, since we're going to put them in the middle, let's just put a little dab of glue. I'm going to use the fiber tack so I have a little wiggle room. I'm going to put a little bit of glue here in the middle, like that. So we'll make them both the same, you see. And then, oh, that one's not in the middle. Then we'll flip them. That was pretty darn close right there. So we'll have one like this, and one we'll flip it upside down. Have it like that. Yes. I like it. I think it looks cool. Let's go for it. Let's add it in. I think I'm just going to put glue on the strip and just a little bit, not on the extra little bits. I don't want it to interfere with that. So let's stick this here. Try to get it in the middle as best you can, but I'm not good at that, so don't get upset with yourself over that, because I'm not good at eyeballing. Let's see if we got it here. What do we think? I'll try to pull it up a little closer. Simple, easy little embellishment. Gosh, I kind of feel like it needs something, one more thing, and I just don't know what yet. What does it need? What does it need? I have an idea. I've seen people do this before. Let's see what this looks like. I'm going to grab just a scrap here. I'm going to take a little mini glue dot. I'm going to try to anyway. And I'm going to put a little bit of foil on there. Oh, maybe we'll do that. Yes, that is exactly what we're gonna do. That's perfect. Okay, now how am I gonna get that glue dot on there exactly where I want it? Oh, I can see through. Okay, I'm gonna put one, let go. Maybe I'm gonna put one on each end of that. That'll be so cute. I'm trying to get up over top here so I can see. Yes. So these are just little mini glue dots, just little teeny tiny little mini glue dots. I think there's even a micro mini. There's even a one that's smaller, if you wanted to check those out. These are just, this is just a dispenser that I've had forever. So let's do this. So it's kind of like having a faux brad. Oh, look it. That is amazing. All right, I'm excited. And yet another fun thing to do with foil. gosh, this is amazing. This is amazing. Oh my gosh. Is that not the cutest? I love that. That is, I love that. I love that. I love that. I'm going to take a picture right now. I'm going to share it on Facebook with you guys right now. Well, maybe not right this second. I do have to finish videoing. Okay. That is the cutest. Okay, that's perfect. That's an amazing little embellishment. All right, I'm excited. So easy, and it's flat. Whoa. This is just awesome. I'm super excited. You know what that makes me want to do though? It makes me want to, I mean, it just looks so good. Just looks so good. It makes me want to add them to these corners. Let's see. I think it'll look pretty cool. I don't know. All right. So I wanted to go right there where the little spot is. It's kind of missing. Let's see what that looks like. That looks so cute. Look, it's just an extra, whoa, don't go anywhere. Extra little, okay, so I want to put it right there, and that you see that little bitty teeny little dot right there. Let me see if I can get my camera to focus just on it. There we go. See that little bitty missing, whoa, right there. Let's put it right above that, or right on top of that, just to add just a little something. That is so cool. Doesn't feel sticky, so look at that. I love it. You guys are gonna have to let me know what you think. Yes, let me know. Also, oh, did you hear it? I wonder if that's the glue dot. It might be the glue dot. I'll think about it and see what we can do to seal them up. Maybe I'll ask you guys in Facebook. Maybe you guys will find an answer for me. But anyway, I just love it. I think it's so cute. Okay. You have to let me know. But no, what I was wanting to ask you is, what do you think about being able to see the magnets underneath that really thin copy paper? Does that bother you? Do you think it's perfectly fine? Because the whole point is you're supposed to put a 4x6 photo over top of here. What do you think? If you don't like that, then yeah, I guess you could just use cardstock, and that'd be totally fine. No harm, no foul, you know? I just love the way that turned out. Okay. All right, you guys, that is all we're gonna do for today. Okay, you guys, do let me know what you think. Be sure to subscribe to my channel and hit that bell notification if you haven't already. Be sure to give me a thumbs up if you like the video. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.